Do you think this team has the potential to be the best team in the world, Ja?
Oh,
Young Ja, oh come on in, brother. How you doing, man? Today was a good day for y'all, bro. Talk to me about that.
yeah, it was a nice slow start of the day. We were ready to expect the worst from their comp on Lotus, but they forgot that I could play almost any character, so they put me on Yoru,
Mhm,
countered basically their whole play. I mean, we've been practicing Yoru for a little bit,
mhm,
and myself, and the team's been like trusting me on that pick with Josh, leading that idea.
mhm.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, we just had like a nice Yoru debut today. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked good, man. Both maps well too, so y'all didn't look too bad on that. Which I think since you mentioned it up too, I find you were talking about this before as well, within how what Josh has done to enable you as well. So I want you to dive a bit deeper into it because number one, the trust in the team has in you has been so quick and so abundant, right? Because you hopped in and between spotlight of the off season too, it's like you seem to have slotted in so perfectly, even though I find y'all didn't play a lot together as a core five, right, in the off season. So dive into that for me.
Joined the team. There was a spotlight event in Berlin and stuff like that.
Mhm,
So I went to go play with me, Trent, and Valyn,
mhm,
and Vanya and Mimi.
mhm,
But my idea throughout the tournament, and Josh too, sorry. But my idea through that tournament was getting to know the guys that I'm gonna be playing with every day, seeing every day. So my focus was just like, how does Trent feel about certain situations, in game, out of game. Same thing as Valyn, in game, out of game.
mhm,
And I also went on a trip with them, like not even knowing them like fully, went to a trip with them in Barcelona, and we got like we had a good time, we had a fun time. So having that team bonding is very underrated. But I took the initiative to go out, and just enjoy life because I never really had a break since probably a couple years that I've been playing this game. Like I don't really take days off or weeks off or stuff like that. So having that little week off of like not stressing about the game, waiting for the new patch to come out, and then going back to the US and playing the patch together and
mhm,
experience that together as well. It's like starting a new life basically. I would say like starting a new org, starting a new team,
mhm,
getting everybody together, and then right when we hit the states, Prac started playing with Jonah P and Leaf coming in, and we came back for a little bit, and then we had to go out of state again to go to Red Bull, back to Berlin. So just having different segments of like how the team was getting built. That's kind of what my idea was,
mhm.
and learning like how people react through certain stuff. And that's what I think my specialty is, seeing how people react to a lot of stuff, and that's how I can fill the gaps in pretty decently. I think there's still a lot of stuff I'm learning as well, but learning is like the best feature about living life in general. So
Mhm.
if you learn, that means you're doing something right. If you're not learning, then it means you're too comfortable and you're not doing something.
I agree
So
a
that's how.
thousand percent, bro. And now on that too, within the second part of that is the Josh factor on this. I find GB was talking about this too on the desk as well, and I know you went into a bit as well. But people compare a lot because remember last year talking to Potter and Potter and you guys, right? It was about Potter systems which are so drilled into your EG core both in 23 and 24, and I thought Josh is also a CS head too, so he operates in similar manners. But then you mentioned how Josh is very blunt with the information he gives out to you. He tells you directly this is how you need to improve. So I was hoping you could paint a bit more of a picture for me in terms of how the two operate and what you see that's really been the come up for you working with Josh.
Yeah, I can start. With Josh, especially playing Yoru, I don't never really knew technically how to play it in a team play. So having my skill and knowing how to do like solo plays and supporting plays and ulting plays with support right behind it. It's kind of like he's telling me like what's going on and what's happening throughout each round and making sure like I'm not messing up. And if there's like something that I have to do with the Euro or something I have to do to support Flash with somebody,
Yeah.
I'm there for it. But he sees that I'm already doing all that previously because I've played like the initiator role, like KO Sky. So he already knows I'm able to do that. But since yours kind of a selfless agent as well as Ray's Jet, any other duelist, I would say,
Hmm.
um, you just give me the information that I need that I've never heard of because no one ever talked to me about Yoru before. I never played Yoru in an official. And last time I played it was in T1 Academy, like the first second game of my like pro career. So
Hmm.
that's what I think he takes initiative of, and I think Potter did that as well. Maybe I just didn't notice it as well because first year was, I wouldn't say the first year of like a regular seat, like
Yeah.
when we were franchise. I would say like first year of like franchising with DM1. Like I just had to fill in the roles. The same thing I'm doing on yours. The
Yeah.
same thing I did on Omen. That's how I would kind of explain it. She taught me how to do the Omen stuff. She taught me how to be a flex, Omen to raise, but she never and Astra as well.
Hmm.
But she saw me filling those gaps, and she knew that I was already doing everything correct and anchoring sites and holding it down. But then when she saw me on raise, she already knew that I take over games. So she let me explore that option and gave me more ideas to be a better player and show what I can do. So that's what Potter did for me, and that's the same thing I'm doing over here on this team.
Hmm.
I think being a coachable player is like priority for a lot of people that are trying to come up in
For
the
sure.
scene.
Exactly.
Because if you're not coachable, and you get rumors and or somebody tells you like, oh, in an interview, like, oh, why can't you even do this or something like this, or
Mm.
I've heard that you can do this with the other coach. It's like showing that you can't be a coachable person. Means that you won't be able to learn your next step in your career or in your work. So I think Potter teaching me that made me a great player,
Mhm.
and learning from Josh also makes me a great player because now I get to get all the information and show out whenever I can, you know.
Exactly.
So I applaud both of them all the time. Like I would never,
Mhm. Yo, I'm right there with you, man. It's like I have mad respect for obviously both these players, of course, right? Getting talked to both of them over time. It's like there's a lot that to be said about just their ability and their minds as coaches, right? And so, would you say then it was like Potter built your base up, right? Made you like just the flex and like mindset player that you are today, and Josh now is just like enabling you to push that further in terms of what you can do specifically as a duelist now, right? Because before you were just flexing on 23, 24, you were straight duelist, and now it's like, all right, bro, you're a duelist, but you're not just a race player. Like Jet,
Oh,
yo, you more than that, right? It's not all these options and more, which is that's my current assumption. Am I kind of on the right track with that, or is there still something that I'm not necessarily saying?
yeah. I would say, yeah, your assumption is correct. I mean, there's still like in-game features that I'm learning differently because now I'm in the core team instead of like previously, 2024, where I just had new four players as well.
Mm-hmm.
So having a core, the guard core, like
Yeah.
understand their system, that's what kind of brought me and like kind of like got me easier to
Mhm.
like fit in play right now.
Yeah.
But 2023 roster was me, Calm, and Bustio that were the core. So
Mm-hmm.
Potter built around that. So she had already a core previously. So the last year when there was no core, it was just me and her. It wasn't as like smooth as we wanted it to be, but she did take that core, and that's what she's doing now. Like she's has Nature, Superman, Derek,
Yeah.
underneath her belt. So I think now she's building that with them. So I know that Potter's strong whenever her stuff is in play, and she has everybody under her book, and
Mm.
she can relay that information, and the rounds go smooth.
Yeah.
But I think last year was just a little hiccup for me and her because we didn't have everything that we wanted to. We were close, sure,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe like I told the guys on EG recently, I was like, if we had like extra few months, maybe even half a year, we probably would have made champs. We probably would have done a lot of stuff, but can't live and tell the past. You just got to move on, and they're cool with it. So I was like, all right,
Yeah, exactly. Which I'm all for, and I don't disagree, right? It's like there's just a lot of potential there with the roster, which I find with a lot of the rosters this year too. That's been the kind of the just the theme that I've seen so far is that a lot of moving pieces, but eventual just like core that could be quite strong naturally too.
yeah,
And G2 core, which I think a lot of people actually praise the team because they believe that they want the offseason. That's been the movement going on because with you just being added in, it somehow has elevated the team to such a core, right? Now,
yeah.
I want you to talk to me about like when you slotted in, right? What did you see yourself fitting in as? And right now, what do you find that you finally unlocked within yourself that makes you so confident as a player? Because that stage performance today, bro, that was nuts. That was cool as hell to see. Yeah.
Definitely, I'm very confident when my IGL is confident. Boostio had that feature as well, leading up to 2023 champs. I'm seeing the same like steps that Valyn is taking and how he's portraying the game, and I see his confidence as an IGL. Obviously, there's still some rounds that we're not confident in, but we fixed it during the game, and then I saw him get confident whenever that happened. I'm not gonna say what happened, but
Hmm?
whenever we fell short a little bit, and he was like, "All right, we gotta do this," and I told him like, "No, we should do this," and then we both got on the same game plan and same mindset
Yeah.
during those rounds, and then we ended up closing Abyss. So I like when people don't stop trying. I think before previously I've had people that just don't care.
Hmm?
Not obviously like don't care, but like
Yeah.
like the oh damn like that sucks. I don't know what to do now.
Mhm.
Like that type of stuff. Like I want people that always have the confidence in saying the next thing. It don't have to be right. It don't have to be wrong. A lot of this game is like I said, it's just chemistry and just doing stuff
Yeah.
together. That's just like the simplest thing, and
Yeah.
everything else will collide and be just as good. So I think that's why I've been so confident with this team,
Mhm.
and that's why I did pick them. I mean, I had a few offers to join other teams, but
I remember.
I've been waiting for this team for basically
Yeah,
2020
yeah.
after 2023. So
Yeah,
yeah.
2 years. I remember. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. And I remember we talked about it before, so I'm glad you finally made it here, right? Because I know you mentioned about how like yo they wanted you bad, bro. There's like they specifically you. So it's like they were in your DMs as if you were IG baddie waiting for you to get freed up from your man, bro. It was crazy. uh, but on another note on that too, recently on the desk as well too, where they talked about Valyn called you a big body, bro. He said you were a big back, which is
Oh yeah,
which
all of us are big back. That's why we all every day we tell each other, and then we have one non-big back, which is Trent, and he just calls us all big back. So it's just like a ongoing friendly banter, But it's like pushing us to get better. Like that's what we call each other big backs. We make sure that we held accountable for that.
Mm-hmm.
If we're gonna eat, we're gonna eat.
Yeah,
But if
yeah,
we're not, we're gonna at least go out, like work out, walk a little bit, whatever the case is. Like to be healthier. But I think it just pushes us to be funny with each other and a little bit healthier.
I mean, I'm for it, bro, because like I remember when I heard Valyn's order, bro's rocking a quad stack and in and out.
Oh yeah. You got a big order. He real big back when you order food. I eat a little bit, but I'm just big, So I eat a lot.
It's okay, homie, brother. Hey, you know what, bro? I'm on that same big boy mindset grind set, So, yeah, me and you both, bro. It's like I'm right on the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym after this. So,
oh yeah, I like that.
yeah. So I did get on that too. So I'm right there with you, man. This team this year seems like they just have such an incredible sauce to them, right? Not just the juice, but the sauce, because the sauce is forever, John.
Yeah.
Could you tell me what that is? Like, because what are the unseen qualities that are currently like, to just us armchair analysts on the outside watching? Because all we see is a great team, but when we watch y'all, it's like, there's something here. This could be it.
I'm still figuring out the sauce. I mean, I know it, but I'm trying to like find my sauce too. There's still like missing features I'm trying to find, but it's like when we get on the stage, it's like we just like this is my mindset. For a lot of teams that I've been on previously, that's like or iterations of teams. Like once we get on the stage, it doesn't really matter what like what the other team is doing, because like sure you can be playing against the other team, but you're the one actually controlling the game. Technically, technically, all five of us are controlling the game. In state, yeah, they have a coach. Coach can only say so much. So we just have that mindset of like when we're in a game, it's only us five. Like who else is here to change the outcome of this?
Yeah.
So we just kind of have that mindset of like, yeah, we're here to make this, this dub, and we're gonna make it happen because our IGL is confident, our initiator is setting up me correctly, our sentinel's clutching every round. My other initiator player has the best util. It's like having these five guys confident in each other. It's like something that you have to find that value and actually bring it to your team. There's not a lot of teams that have it. Like I said, if you're not a core team, I don't think a lot of people have it. There's a few core teams left in this league, but they're slowly like getting like gone. So like that's basically why I think that's what our sauce is, like that core. Like that core's been together for a minute, so I saw the potential, and that's where we're gonna overcome. They're not gonna get second place no more. So that's all.
That's what you want to hear, bro. So quite quickly, do you think this team has the potential to be the best team in the world, Joe?
Oh, I would say yeah. Right now, for sure. I think I'm baby step as well as Jake. Like we baby step a lot of stuff. Like I told him once we get to grand finals, I'll show you why we are at grand finals and why people break down at grand finals. So just get me there, and they're like, okay, because I think every grand final I've ever had, except for maybe one or two, I think fell short. But falling short, you have to lose to learn. You have to lose to learn, and then you have to lose to win as well, right? So I said, get me to that finals, and you'll see why we're here for a reason. And that could be America's finals, Bangkok, Toronto, and probably champs.
Probably champs. Yes, sir. I mean, I just want to hear, brother, because as of right now, I got a big smile on my face, and also I'm just happy to see you succeed, brother. It's very good, man. Of course, man. And for the job, I appreciate you, man. I cannot wait to see y'all play next, bro. GG's, man.
Peace. Thank you, bro. Peace.